Hi students, welcome to today's session and welcome to Pharma Syndrome YouTube channel. And today we are going to discussing regarding the letter mnemonic of the drug chloroquine. So here chloroquine, starts with letter C. Starts with letter C. So here letter C. So regarding letter C, the information of chloroquine is the chloroquine is, it is an anti-malarial drug and it is a very effective drug against the plasmodium species like Ovale, the plasmodium species like Vivax, and the plasmodium species like Malariae, and plasmodium species like Falciparum, and even Navelsi. So generally chloroquine is an effective anti-malarial drug and it is active on the number of species like plasmodium species. And generally with help of, not with help of, generally with the intravenous route of administration, this chloroquine can easily causes cardiac arrhythmias as well as cardiac myopathy. So the one of the drawback is when chloroquine is taken in the large doses in intravenous route, it may causes the cardiac arrhythmias as well as cardiomyopathy. And next letter is H. Regarding H, so here mechanism of action. Generally, chloroquine, even chloroquine, quinine, mefloquine, all these drugs generally inhibits enzyme heme polymerase. So what is the need of inhibition of heme polymerase? Heme polymerase is an enzyme responsible for conversion of heme to the hemojoin. Conversion of heme to the hemojoin. Generally, heme is a toxic to the parasite. If heme concentration more in the parasite is easily killed. But the parasite itself, it produces an enzyme called as heme polymerase. That heme polymerase is responsible for conversion of heme to the hemojoin. But hemojoin is a less toxic to the parasite. Hemojoin is a less toxic to the parasite. That's why if you observe here, what this chloroquine is doing, heme to hemojoin conversion is stopped. So no conversion of heme to hemojoin. Why? Heme is toxic. But cleverly parasite is converting heme to hemojoin with help of heme polymerase enzyme. That heme polymerase enzyme was inhibited by the chloroquine. Then no conversion of heme to hemojoin. So more concentration of heme is available. That more concentration of heme rapidly kills the parasite. And next here, the drug heme complex. So the drug is nothing but chloroquine forms a complex with drug and heme. So there is a formation of heme and drug complex. That heme and drug complex kills the parasite by damaging the plasmodium membrane. By damaging the plasmodium membrane. Next letter is L. Regarding L, long-term therapy requires ophthalmological examination once in 3 to 6 months. For example, if the patient is requiring continuous therapy, long-term therapy of chloroquine, definitely we have to diagnose the eye, if eye is working or not, if there is any toxicity in the eye, if there is any problem in the eye. Why? Because chloroquine is a drug, it can accumulate in the eye. When this chemical drug is accumulated in the eye, definitely it will affect the vision. That's why ophthalmological, nothing but eye examination is essential. Eye examination is essential when the person is continuously using the chloroquine. Just a minute. Just I'm arranging the things. Next, so after completion of letter C, letter H, next and the next letter is the O. Regarding O, the single point is here the route of administration is oral route of administration. So O means it is a oral route of administration. And next letter R. Next is letter R. Letter R means the chloroquine rapidly acting blood side. So I hope you know in the life cycle of malaria there is a blood side, hypnozoites, gametophytes, number of form of parasites can replicate in the different forms like shy-jointicidal forms, shy-jointicid forms, like gametocidal forms, like hypnozoid forms. Here, the chloroquine is mainly affecting on blood form of the parasite, that is a schizointicide. So schizointicidal. So simply here the indication is the chloroquine shows schizointicidal action, means it kills the schizoint form of the parasite. And here retinopathy, especially irreversible retinopathy, damage to eye, and also rheumatoid arthritis occurs in large doses on prolonged administration. So on continuous usage or large doses of the chloroquine, it may cause a retinopathy, especially irreversible. For example, in some textbooks or somewhere you will find reversible side effects. Reversible side effects means after completion of drug usage, after removal of drug usage, after stopping of drug usage, the side effect will disappear. But sometimes you will observe irreversible side effects, means after stopping of drug usage also, after removal of the drug usage also, the side effects will observe, that are called irreversible. So some side effects are reversible, some side effects are irreversible. And especially at the large doses on the continuous use, they are causing the damage to eye, as well as they are even causing rheumatoid arthritis also. But here you have to remember, you have to memorize the thing. One is hydroxychloroquine, but hydroxychloroquine is useful for the rheumatoid arthritis. So generally here that point I didn't mention unintentionally. So generally rheumatoid arthritis is a drawback of chloroquine, but hydroxy form of chloroquine is used in the rheumatoid arthritis. And next, after R, the next letter is O. After R, again the next letter is O. Here, on combination with mefloquine, it can precipitate the seizures. So chloroquine, mefloquine are having the similar mechanism. They inhibit the heme polymerase enzyme, and by inhibiting the heme polymerase enzyme, what they will do? Prevent conversion of heme to hemozoin. When heme to hemozoin conversion was prevented, more concentration of heme increased in the parasite. That heme toxic to the plasmodium and leads to killing of the plasmodium. That is plasmodium, nothing but malarial parasite. After letter O, next is the Q. After letter O, next is the Q. Here Q means the chloroquine quickly, rapidly distributed to tissues, that is extensive tissue binding. So in the pharmacokinetics, we have absorption, distribution, metabolism, elimination. So in that absorption, distribution, metabolism, some of the drugs are having poor distribution, some of drugs are having excellent distribution throughout body fluids. Like that you may study in the different textbooks. Here, the chloroquine, because of its excellent lipophilic properties, it having wide distribution throughout body fluids and tissues, and it can accumulate it in the tissues like eye. If you observe here, the chloroquine on long-term use, the chloroquine on high use, it is causing retinopathy, damage to the eye. Like that here, when you are using these drugs continuously, what will happen? It can be accumulated in the tissues. So that is simply extensive tissue binding. Next, after Q, next letter is the U. So U is, so for movies, you can easily observe U certificate. So what is the U certificate for the chloroquine here? The U certificate for the chloroquine is, it is safe in the pregnant women. Even quinine as well as chloroquine, both are antimalarial drugs. Both quinine as well as chloroquine are safe in the pregnant women. So mostly they cannot cause any damage to the fetus. That's why they can safely use in the pregnant women. Just a second. So that is chloroquine is safe in the pregnant woman. And next, after U certificate, that is letter U, what letter is I? So regarding I, just a minute. So regarding I, there is a infectious mononucleosis can be treated by using which one? Chloroquine. So letter I is here, infectious. So infectious mononucleosis can be treated with using chloroquine. So chloroquine is excellent drug for the infectious mononucleosis. What is infectious mononucleosis? It is a general called as mono disease. Means it is generally happen because of kissing. Means one other kissing. Kissing of each other. For example, generally this infectious mononucleosis is generally occur in the people, generally occurs by transmission of saliva. For example, during kissing, what will happen? There is a transmission of saliva from one person to another person. So during that, this infectious mononucleosis will happen. So, and especially it is called as mono disease, and it can be generally appeared when each other, two persons are kissing each other, and especially when there is a transmission of saliva, then this is disease occur. That is infectious mononucleosis. This infectious mononucleosis can be treated with the chloroquine. After I, the next letter is the N. The next letter is the N. No activity. Here N means no activity is shown against the liver forms. So especially pre-erythrocytic as well as hypnozoites. Pre-erythrocytic means not in the blood. So erythrocytic means zyganticide forms. Zyganticide form of the parasite means in the blood. Even pre-erythrocytic hypnozoites means they are not in the blood, maybe in the liver. So if the malarial parasite is present in the liver, it is generally called as hypnozoite or pre-erythrocyte. Blood form is generally called as erythrocyte form. So here chloroquine is mainly effective in the blood forms, that is zyganticide forms, but no action on the liver forms like pre-erythrocytic as well as hypnozoite form. And last letter of chloroquine, E. Regarding E, excess dose of chloroquine may also causes the cardiac arrest. It having the negative effect on the heart. It having the negative effect on the heart. So this is a letter mnemonic, a letter-wise mnemonic of the chloroquine. So I hope you can easily remember this description of chloroquine. Thank you.